Hello, hello. Bl'Artagnan here with the power of wisdom, Queen Event Lufenia, bringing a team of Sephiroth, 9, and Ashe. Before we get into it, be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. As always, it really helps me out. I appreciate it. Leave a comment down below, sharing your thoughts on the fight so far. This is not my first run of it, but I wanted to go back in with a slightly different team. We're still bringing Ashe. We're going to try something a little bit different in terms of mitigating the recast. Last time we used Golbez to just lock it out. This time we're going to use a combined effort here. We're using 9 shields, which we have boosted thanks to Ashe, combined with Kam'lanaut base call on Sephiroth. As you're going to see here, the shield prevents them from gaining Brave, and the call prevents them from dealing enough damage to break the shield. They still scratch us a little bit because they do a small Brave gain there, but it is not enough to kill us, and we love not being killed. This is actually my first real, well, technically, I did one run with Sephiroth in I used Sephiroth in a non-recorded run of the Gladio Lost chapter, but this is my first time really kind of sinking into him after tokening the burst to go along with his LD extensions. So I'm excited to see what he does here. I've been having fun using Sephiroth Friend, so we'll see how he does in the party. Meanwhile, 9 of course loves multi-target fights like this. Not unlike Strago, who we brought last time. In some ways, I feel like this is kind of almost a repeat of the last fight in that it's a burst character I like combined with a triple fight lover who, I enjoy using combined with Ashe. But this is definitely more of a brawl than the last team comp was. Remember to stay hydrated, by the way. That's a little public service announcement from me. Refreshing. Now, dropping Kurasame call. This is a bit of a brawl, and so we want to kind of extend that call as long as we can over the course of the fight. So I'm not going to be doing the drop it twice in a row sort of deal. I'm not trying to burst them down necessarily. I was pleasantly surprised because I was thinking this fight was going to be a bit more difficult and toxic than it ended up being. And it is kind of refreshing to have a 3-target fight again. Certain characters really shine in those kind of environments, and it's nice to be able to let them really cut loose, even if they're good in regular fights too. 9 and Strago are good examples of this. And seeing folks do cool things with Gallop too. I might try to do a Gallop run after this one. We'll see. Let's go ahead and pull our teammates forward. Pretty sure we're about to beat a strong blow. Sounds a little bit scary. Here he comes. The strong blow from the strong beasts. You gotta watch out for that. Simply devastating. Well, the devastating thing there is that they just unlocked our Rebellious Fangs buffs, so we're gonna be dealing even more damage. You'll have to see it. There we go, 400 Chaos Sephiroth. Digging it. So at this point, I think I'm ready to go into Sephiroth Burst and just start, pushing him back. So we're gonna go ahead and swap out 9 for Cloud of Darkness. And there's a little bit of, a minor anti-synergy that you're gonna see in terms of how Sephiroth and Cloud of Darkness interact once Sephiroth's burst is on the field, but I think we can live with it, given the damage these two are going to be putting out here. Now the actual Kam'lanaut call, because it is in fact quite good for burst modes. There we go. And going ahead and getting that break early, because we don't want... If we can avoid it, we don't want Cloud of Darkness stealing breaks and jumping ahead. It's probably going to happen, but the less of that we can allow to happen, the better. Getting a cheeky little launch here in the burst phase. Pretty cool. My goodness. And a second one. I did notice in this fight, I've seen some folks kind of talking about how Sephiroth doesn't really cap too well without a whole lot of support, and I did see that. He definitely did enough damage to make it work, though, so I'm certainly glad I didn't blue him for this fight, at least, because he wouldn't have been hitting those caps, but he did the job, especially with that Stolen Brave game. I don't know how you want to put it, but that Stolen Brave up thing, similar to Golbez, where like he gets more Brave than he actually takes when he hits them. I don't know. It's hard to explain, but the short version is Sephiroth did perfectly fine by me. Anyway, as you can see here, we're giving Cloud of Darkness some consecutive turns thanks to Sephiroth BT effect, which is just kind of the cost of doing business in this case. But we can live with that. Using Fervent Blow over Octoslash in order to get that triple break. Confirming that it's a speed down so that we can get a free pushback break with Arciela here. And a free Cloud of Darkness. Something I did notice with Ashe running her alongside Sephiroth in the last fight is that she does not have a whole lot of ways to do AoE shaving, so it's kind of a little sad, but Ashe brings so much to the table that I had to bring her here. Between the HP regen for the orb, the elemental enchant, the HP damage up from her LD buff thing, the turn manipulation, paralysis, just all of it. It's, oof, man, I knew Ashe was good, but like the past couple of fights, she's really shown her worth to me. You'll love to see it. And likewise 9, another character who I haven't really had that many chances to use, so I'm very happy I've gotten to bust him out here. This right here, what you're going to be seeing is a classic case for me of over-preparing for something I really didn't need to over-prepare for. Because Arciela really just was not a call I needed here. I probably should have brought, like, I don't know, Jack or, I don't know, Ignis or something, but I guess the speed down's cool. The Brave Gain, obviously, the Brave Gun countering does nothing, and the HP silence is, as a spoiler, not going to matter. But, at least we got that AoE break. I don't know, that definitely could have brought a better call, but it's okay. We're not trying to speedrun this here. We're just trying to get through it with some characters we enjoy using. And hey, it's a non-synergy run, so that gives me bragging rights, right? I'm pretty sure that's how this works. Just sending you into the sky, getting a little launch there. These guys get some kind of launch immunity at some point during the fight. Because I know this because I periodically see them say, like, oh, they're launchable again, but I don't actually know what it's about. Like, I really didn't spend a whole lot of time learning what the mechanics of the fight were. Beyond the recasting, I kind of assumed we'd just delay them into oblivion, and frankly, that's kind of how this has worked. So if y'all want to bring a launch team, I guess there's something you need to be concerned of for that, but that ain't really my thing. I ain't the one doing that here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and reload up on that tasty LD. We're actually going to do something a little silly here. We're going to actually use our last White Knight to keep the break order good. Because I'm a cocky bastard at this point and figure we have the fight in the bag. We'll just hit them real hard, and in the event that they happen to still be alive, and they're not going to be in a second, there we go. Didn't even get a chance to let the paralysis fall off him. And let's finish it off with style. Thank you, 9. And there we go. Queen event cleared with Sephiroth, 9, and Ashe. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I will see you in the next one. Adios.